It's a guessing game. It's a guessing game. It's a guessing game. It's a guessing game.
Thank you very much. Well done. Hello, I'm Clive Anderson. Welcome to The Guessing Game, a comedy quiz on the radio. Now, how do I describe it? Well, it's basically a device that picks up radio waves. The guessing game itself is not so much a quiz, more a fantastic journey into the imaginations of the comedians playing it. The participants tonight are all A-list comedians. No, I'm sorry, the participants tonight are on a list of comedians, which I'm about to read out. A clue to our first captain is that she earned just £250 in her first year of comedy. But these days, she can earn that in just 6 months. It's Susan Calman. On Susan's team is a young stand-up and actor who's appeared in youth-orientated programmes like Skins and Popatron. He's fresh, he's dope, and the fact that he's sitting there is just like totally random. I hope that makes some sort of sense in Joel Dommett. The clue for our second team leader, he's a comic who wants to be the oldest man alive. Well, over my dead body. It's Alex Horne. Hello. With Alex today is a comic whose live show, The Naked Racist, is being released on DVD. To buy it, just type naked or racist into the internet, and I'm sure you'll find it eventually. It's Phil Nichol. These are our lovely guests. Also joining us on stage is, of course, our wonderful house band, the Gus and Finn Four.
We're gonna have some fun. Ooh, it's round one.
Okay. The Gus and Finn Four there, the ukulele version of the singing kettle. And now this is a quick fire round. It's a bit like driving. The faster you are, the more points you get. But unlike Chris Huhne, you can share those points with your partner. So you score 2 points for each correct answer, a 1 point if it's a funny guess, 3 penalty points for answering while texting on your mobile phone. So question 1, what's the best way to wear a fish? Okay, Susan.
I would say it's a delicate brooch for evening wear. You would never wear a fish during the day, as the ladies in the audience will back me up, right, sisters?
Okay.
You know, if you go out for dinner and you're wearing a fish, that says, I've made an effort.
I don't know what a kipper tie is, but that sprung to my mind. Is it anything to do with the tie? Because they are the sort of fish
Kipper
shape.
tie, that's very clever.
Yeah, I want to get these right. I'm not going to go for the funny
Yes.
tonight. I'm just going to go for the...
I thought that
points.
was... Do you know, I want to encourage you tonight, Alex, so I'm giving you a point for kipper tie.
Yeah.
Again, nowhere near the right answer.
If you were a bear hunter, you could wear one on your head.
Yes. And wouldn't that turn you into a bear victim rather than a bear hunter?
Well, certainly let you get close to them, that's
Yes.
for sure.
Is this what you do? Because you're from Canada, aren't you?
I am from Canada.
So is this from experience? This is how you bait the bear?
Well, yes, it is how I bait the bear. The bear being my father.
I hope baiting the bear isn't some sort of euphemism that I'm being sold without understanding it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I've only just caught up with you there, guys, and you disgust me.
Okay. Well, you could make fish into something. I'm giving you a hint there.
Shawl. A hat. Pants.
Trousers?
A bra.
Waistcoat?
Shoes.
Yeah.
Merkin.
So if I were to say... Look, you're not getting this. What we're looking for was lipstick. There's always fish scales in lipstick. So what is officially the most boring and dull day of the year? It's the boring and dull day of the year. Yes, Alex.
Is it Christmas? Is it Christmas Day?
I see what you mean.
Just because it's, in our family, it's dreadful because of my father, and he's a very nice man, but he's very tedious after...
Yeah. Do you take after him at all?
I guess we've got some similarities. He's a big fan of the Christmas cracker jokes.
Yes.
And genuinely, how I got into comedy was I wrote a Christmas cracker joke for Budgeon's supermarket, if I can mention them.
Do you want to share?
I wrote this joke: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, those were the days. That's my first joke. That's all right.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I know factually that there is one day of the year that's meant to be the dullest day of the year.
Yeah.
And that's a Monday sometime between January and December.
Okay. It's the anniversary of the twinning of boring in Oregon and dull in Scotland. Why are Japanese dogs better looking than Donald Trump? Yes, Phil, you buzzed without making a sound. Yeah, well,
That was me doing that.
Yeah.
They have their own hair?
You're very close. They don't have their own hair. I'm trying to help you on this.
They have his hair.
They don't. Well, who's hair do they have? Somebody's got. Well, if you haven't got.
I know this one. I do know
Yes,
this one
yeah.
because I'm fascinated by Japanese cat culture.
Yes.
Genuinely, they have cat cafes in Japan that if you don't have a cat, you can go in and rent a cat for an hour. And you can sit and have a cup of tea with a rented cat.
Rent a pussy, they call it.
They're really into dressing up their animals and stuff like that in Japan.
You're into your cats, aren't you?
I'm into dressing up my cats as well. Not in the same league as the Japanese, but I try my best.
Haute couture, you do.
Yes, I dress them up and make them outfits.
Yeah.
Police uniforms and things like that. What they do is they dress them up and they put wigs on dogs.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're spot on. 2 points. Why would humans lose a war with chickens?
The pecking order?
Oh, good. Okay. I'll give you a point. You got a laugh. Doesn't make much sense, but.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. You can see you got your 1 point there. What determines who wins a war? What wins a war?
The beak shall inherit the earth.
Okay. That's another point for you, but you're on a warning now. How many chickens are there?
There's more of them in the world.
There's more of them. That's it.
right.
Do you know how many more chickens there are?
Four more. There's four
Four
more.
more.
Four more than every person, or just four more chickens?
Yeah, just four more.
There's
Just
6
four
times
more.
as many chickens than there are humans. Okay, that's the end of that round, and it's been an astonishing round, considering. Susan's team, you've got 2 points, but Alex's team got 6 points. So well done.
You're wondering now what to do. Now you know this is round 2.
Okay, yes. Now we're going to hear. Now we're here in the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, so we have a proper actor. It's the actor Harry Gooch. And if you're interested, Harry can be seen playing an orphan in the musical Les Miserables. And to prepare for the role of a hopeless nobody living in a wretched life in a depressing city, Harry spent 2 years in Dundee. The guys will play a tune that relates to a famous moment in time. It could be from history, films, politics, or celebrity. Simultaneously, our resident thespian, Harry Gooch, will use his prodigious performing skill to give you some extra clues. Susan, your team goes first. Here are your musical and other clues.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Oh! Yes.
Do you really want to make me cry?
Oh! Yes.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Oh!
Do you really want to make me cry?
No, saucy.
Oh, yes.
Okay, very fine performance by Harry.
Whipping. Something whipping. Whipping.
Grand National.
No. Something else about whipping. Has anyone been whipped?
Jesus.
No, God, no. Something's
I'll give you a clue, shall I?
Yes.
Women are at it everywhere, apparently, even on the tube. The
Oh,
trains.
whipping hair? No.
Whipping hair?
Yeah,
What
whip
does
it.
that mean?
There's a
There
whip,
was a
there's
song,
a song
called
yeah.
Whip It, and you go, whip my
Whip my
hair.
hair back and forth, whip my hair back and forth.
To be honest, it's not really my song, to be honest. Somebody has whipped my hair some time ago.
Anyway, so women are doing it on the tube. They are whipping something.
Okay, what are you saying?
Oh, it's a wonderful piece of work.
Fantastic.
Just a modern literature. I think it's 50 Shades of Grey. It's a lovely book.
50
Lovely
Shades
book.
of Grey.
Yeah,
Yes,
lovely
yes,
book.
well done. Yeah. Yeah. Have you read it? Are you in it? I don't know.
It's about me. It's my autobiography.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the other team now for their actual question. What flash of inspiration in history of science is this?
Split splash, I was taking a bath long about Saturday night. Rub-a-dub just mixing in the tub and thinking everything was alright. Well, I jumped out the tub, put my feet on the floor, wrapped the towel around me and opened up the door. Oh, well, a splish splash, I was taking a bath long about Saturday night.
Oh, well done. This...
Was that meant to be the noise of a duck? I think it's do it again, Harry.
Well, you've got to...
It is somewhat short of breath. It needs to work more from the diaphragm.
I think when you're dirty, you smell bad. Eureka!
Ah, well
the
done.
Eureka
Yes,
moment.
that's it.
And I tied it all in to a bathtub.
You're determined to get a pun into every answer. So where does Eureka come from? Just to make it sure you know what you're talking about.
It's Archimedes.
Archimedes,
And Eureka is Greek for I've discovered it.
And you get your 2 points, so well done.
We've it round one, we've it round two. We've definitely had rounds 1 and 2. We've it rounds 1 and 2. It's round 3.
Oh, excellent. Well done. Beautifully performed with scarcely rehearsal. Now, this is a quotations round. We'll give you a quote, and you guess who originally said it. That's what you have to do. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That was Thomas Edison, of course, the inventor of the customer service hotline. So, Harry Gooch, our resident voiceover artist and actor, do your first quote. They'll buzz in, the teams will buzz in when they've got the right idea.
Fiction writing is great. You can make up almost anything.
Yeah. Fiction writing is great. You've got it now, have you? Yeah.
I mean, I can't help thinking it'd be someone who's exploring writing, someone like Jordan, who is, I mean, I think one of the greats.
Yes. One of the great Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah.
So it's either Ivana Trump, J.K. Rowling, or Lance Armstrong.
Well, they're all greats, aren't they?
With your record of guessing, Susan, you're going to guess... Well, I better not say what you're going to guess, but...
See, that's putting negativity in the audience's mind immediately. Sometimes, I've not guessed right yet.
Yeah.
You know, by the end of 6, I'm going to get one of these, I tell you. I think it is definitely Lance Armstrong.
Why would you guess Lance Armstrong? He's a cyclist.
It's called the guessing game, and
Yes,
I'm taking a guess.
Well,
That's right.
Guess right, don't guess wrong. So, okay, you've got another chance.
Have another guess, Susan.
No,
have
you
another
have
guess.
Yeah, go on, have another one.
We've got a
Okay,
vast
then I
cushion
think
here.
it is Ivana Trump.
Correct, you've got a point. Well done. Okay. Okay, here's another one, I think, again, put in to guy me. What's this quote, Harry?
Cats kill far more birds than men. That should be a slogan. Kill a cat, save a bird.
Okay. Yes, please, Phil.
Would it be Bill Oddie, possibly?
It could be Bill. I think that's a really good suggestion.
Thank you very much.
It's not... Yeah. Well, the audience thinks it's good anyway.
He's here.
It's not right. You're thinking down the right lines in some senses. Do you want the options, or do you want to...
What senses is he thinking the right way? Like, is it a male?
It's a male, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Conservation, is it based on...
Sometimes identified with conservation, this person, sometimes not. So is it Prince Philip, Bear Grylls, or Heston Blumenthal? No points, it was Prince Philip. So it was Prince Philip. Okay, that's the end of that round. At the end of that round, the points are distributed this way. Susan, you've come shooting up with 5 points. Alex's team has shot up even more with 10 points. So well done to you.
I said, hey, ho, ho. It's round 4.
Right, round 4 is a specialist subject round. We've saved time by choosing the subjects for our teams, so they don't have any clue about it. It keeps it all very fair. If you're tempted to play this and other guessing game rounds at home, you can always go onto the BBC website, and you're bound to find something more interesting there. Our houseboy band, think One Direction, then head off in the opposite direction, will play a themed musical backdrop while I ask some questions. Each team will confer and write their answers down, and when the music stops, I'll go over the questions again, and the teams will have to buzz in against each other with guesses. Your specialist subject is toys that have been banned. Toys that have been banned, and we'll start the music. There we go. So, question 1. What Christmas present could end up getting your house quarantined? Question 2. How can you get your own back on annoying kids? Question 3. How do you shock all the parents at a children's party? And question 4. Which holiday got Barbie into trouble? So these questions span over, quite a length of time. But what Christmas present could end up getting your house quarantined?
Is it a dog is just for Christmas? It's something like that, isn't it? A dog is just for Christmas. Is that right?
Nearly.
Yeah. Oh, dog
it's
is not just for Christmas. Yeah.
It's a turkey that's just for Christmas, and the dog is for the whole year, all years. Yeah,
Is
dog
it?
years.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it a dog?
It's nothing to do with dog. Well, you've introduced the whole concept of dog. Quarantine for dogs, I understand where you're going, but it's nothing like, it's not an animal thing.
Sure, it's not dog.
It's nothing to do.
Check it again.
Yeah. No. It's 1950 this relates to, if that gives you any help.
In the 1950s, what you often got quarantined for was having meat. And it's
Did you?
if you bought your children a doll's house made out of Spam. Yeah. You could, because it was a dual-purpose. I remember my gran telling me, after the war, when things were tight in Glasgow, we all remember, you used to get a Christmas present that you could eat afterwards. So she used to get a doll's house made of Spam.
I'd love to say you were anywhere near the right answer, but it's just not right. Joel, you don't even know what Spam is, so you haven't even followed that part of the question.
Is that like a naked baby?
Well, it looks a bit the same colour as a naked baby.
I was thinking more along the lines of the 50s, the war's just finished. It was the Christmas present for kids, the hilarious game of build your own nuclear weapon.
I'm going to give you the 2 points for that. Well done, yes. In 1950, there was an amusing present called the Atomic Energy Laboratory, which included 4 deadly uranium samples. And it was banned in 1951.
An entire year of production.
Yes. Actually, we used to have watches that sort of glowed in the dark, which was made out of something like uranium as well. But you knew what time it was. Not that you were going to enjoy any of it. So how can you get your own back on annoying kids?
I think the most annoying toys were always ones that were linked in some way to education. For Christmas, genuine story, my mum got me my school jumper. Oh. And I remember going in and thinking, what have I got? And it had my school logo on it and everything, and that was my Christmas present was part of my school uniform.
Oh, that is cruel.
And that was a really bad Christmas present.
Do you know, I'm going to give you a point, which I like. You've got to save it, though, and open it Christmas or maybe on your birthday or something like that.
That's brilliant. Just keep telling them how poor you are. That's great. They'll get more points.
Going for sympathy, we didn't even have a Christmas tree because my father was a builder. We put our presents under a coffee table, and he said, that was a tree at one point, Philip, so be quiet. Put your presents under there, son.
Very good. And you're indicating with the Scottish accent where he came from and why he might have that attitude.
He was from Clydebank.
Yeah. But this was in Canada, which is full of flaming Christmas trees. You just look outside; it's full of Christmas.
I thought you were calling my dad a flaming Christmas tree. Hang on.
No, I wouldn't know. Well, I'll give you a point as well. Then, have you got a sad story from your?
I had quite wealthy parents.
Wealthy parents,
And
yeah.
we had a lot of Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And so I would like to give another point over to Susan.
Can I just say genuinely, if this is being broadcast, we weren't that poor, because if this goes out and my mum thinks I've said we were poor, she is going to kill me. And she's 4'7", but really she can go some. So we weren't poor.
Towers over you,
They
for
just
example.
thought Christmas was important to get things we needed, and we needed a Christmas jumper.
Okay.
Whereas my father will be very proud to know that I've told all of Scotland that a table is a tree.
It's certainly a line I've noted down, but anyway, I don't think you're going to get this. I don't suppose you could have got this. There's a thing called a Snack Time Kid Cabbage Patch doll. This featured a battery-powered mechanical jaw for real chewing action. This was banned in 1997. So how do you shock all the parents at a children's party? So again, you've got to think of a toy that might have done that.
It could be one of the, at the science centre, you put your hand on the ball and your hair goes up. It could be one of those.
Oh, I remember that one. No, it's by giving the peekaboo strip pole as a present. This was sold, it's like a sort of pole dancing thing. It was sold, I'm not supposed to name the company, a leading supermarket chain, possibly the most leading one all over the country. And it was featured on the kids section of the website until that was banned as well, or taken off eventually. I won't say any more about that, or somebody might sue me. Which holiday got Barbie in trouble?
I used to get my sister's 2 Barbies. She had 2 Barbies. I had Action Men. And they used to go on hockey tours together. So it'll be something, is it something to do with hunting or something like that?
Hunting, only it's not something we do in this country, it's something they do in another European country.
Bullfighting.
Bullfighting, well done, you've got a point there. I'm going to give you a...
hunt in this country.
It was Matador Barbie, was banned after receiving thousands of letters of complaint, largely from bulls, I suppose. But anyway, at the end of that round, Susan, you've gone on to 6. Alex's team, you've managed to get 14 points, so well done.
Play that bongo, Finn, Finn, play that bongo, Finn. Why? It's round 5.
Right. We've scoured the local newspapers to find some amusing stories and asked one participant to come in and talk about it. In fact, there's always interesting adverts in local papers' classified section. Look at this one I've got here. Chainsaw for sale. Will part exchange for artificial arm? But we've gone for a real story, not an advertisement. So there should be a Marion Duncan in the audience. Could you make yourself known, Marion Duncan? There you are, Marion. So we've taken... We've got Marion's story and distilled them down to 3 bullet points, and Marion will read out the first bullet point, which will conclude with the line, "Can you guess my story?" And then if you can guess it, get it as early as that, you'll get 5 points, and we'll work our way through the other bullet points. The sooner you get it, the more points you'll get. So Marion, will you tell us the first bullet point?
I was in tabloids faster than a Katie Price relationship. Changed when I was forced to improvise using my walking stick as a weapon. Despite being a wee old lady, I was every bit the spring chicken, and what I did wouldn't have been out of place in a Jackie Chan film. Can you guess my story?
Yes. Phil, you're right in there.
Well, I think obviously you were in one of those shopping brawls that happened. When Katie Price released her book and you went mad for it, and you used your walking stick to take someone out.
Oh.
No. It was a robbery. Was it some form of robbery, or someone was thieving something and you stepped in?
Yes, you've got
your walking stick.
Yes,
Because I
you've
remember seeing something about this actually and thinking what a great thing it was to just use your walking stick to pelt someone.
Well, you picked up on the first part of the story, so I'll give you 2 points for that. There's a bit more to the story than that, so let's have the next bullet point, because there's more to the story to be got, as it were.
My story was told to a famous blonde-haired hero of mine, and I don't mean Barney Rubble. He was so impressed he invited me to see him live. I got into a spot of bother, but luckily I was there to help. He grabbed my walking stick and used it to fight his way out of trouble. Can you guess my story?
Okay, so we've got it wasn't robbery, it was a burglary, the first part, but now we're moving on to another part of the story. So there's more points going.
There's someone with blonde hair.
There is somebody with blonde hair
You
in
saw
it.
perform. Did you see perform?
Yes, well, it's certainly right.
Is it Rod Stewart? Do you like a man in sort of tight spandex pants?
Tight spandex pants isn't bad, is it? But a bit tighter than Rod Stewart's in a strange way.
Really?
I don't know. Am I getting that right? My image would have tight pants in this story. You're looking at me, Marion, as though I'm mad, which is... I mean, you're not alone, admittedly, but... let's have the third bullet point, please, Marion.
Finally, I appeared on television next to a man who has a haircut like a budgie and showed him my best walking stick manoeuvres. I said to him, you just hold the sharp end of your stick like this and they wanna come near you.
Well done. So you've already got your 2 points for the first part of the story, but what else happened in the story?
Were you on Gladiators? Were you one of... Are you Jet?
You're sort of warm, but...
Are you Yoda?
Any further suggestions as to what might be happening here?
No.
You genuinely have the haircut like a budgie.
Well, I was wondering if maybe it's someone like Lionel Blair or something like that who dances with a stick, and you maybe stepped in when he dropped his. Or...
Oh, do you know, I'm going to deduct you 1 point because Lionel Blair is so far away from the right answer. I think I have to tell you, I've got a summary...
I think I know.
Oh, what?
Is it Simon Cowell?
No, it's not Simon Cowell. Hair like a budgie, Simon Cowell.
Is it David Bowie? David Bowie?
Oh, I'm afraid you're just getting colder and colder with this suggestion. This is the story. If I may say so, 84-year-old Marion Duncan beat a burglar with her own walking stick when he attacked her in her own home. So well done to that. The rest, yes. And here you didn't get very close. The wrestler Hulk Hogan heard about this and invited Marion to come and help him wrestle, and that's what you did. So, but he kind of used your walking stick in a wrestling.
Yes, he did.
Oh, well done. So
That's
you've beaten me and I've got
It's
the answer
very
written down here. So 5 points for Marion Duncan for beating all of us. Well done. OK, right, that's the end of the show, which is sad to say, but it's not the end of the world. You'll be not surprised to learn that Susan's team got an improving 8 points, but were beaten for this time by Alex's team with 13 points. So well done to you. Who would have guessed that? Certainly not me. All that remains to thank all of my guests today, Phil Nichol, Joel Dommett, Alex Horne and Susan Calman. You've been listening to The Guessing Game, the show that makes Blue Peter look like child's play. So this is me, Clive Anderson, saying goodbye. Goodbye.
The Guessing Game was presented by Clive Anderson and written by Michael Beck. It was produced by Margaret Ann Doherty.
And I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs.